Hey folks, Rob here. So this is going to be the first in the series. Me and a couple of the YouTubers are getting together, collaborating on to commemorate D-Day's 80th anniversary coming up on June 6th. So when you see this, it's going to be late evening on the 5th. It would have been around the 1 o'clock France time when the actual events that you're about to see took place. And for my first foray into this commemoration, we're going to do Pegasus Bridge, Scenario 1, Ham and Bloody Jam. Uh, Dave and I have had this module since it came out back in the 90s. We've only played the campaign game, never in the scenarios, I don't believe. So this is going to be an interesting one. And yeah, and what's going to follow is, again, a series of videos over the next 9-10 days. Each one will be depicting different scenarios that'll be relatively small that I can do in a condensed video hour or so for your viewing pleasure. So hopefully you guys enjoy this endeavor. Again, salute to all the soldiers that waded ashore on the beaches and the troopers that landed behind enemy lines, um, carrying out their different tasks just so that they can have a success for the campaign. And with that, let's get into the action. All right, let's carry on. We got Pegasus Bridge first scenario. This is Ham and Bloody Jam. So we're going to start off with the British turn one. We do have our 3 initial landing point hexes corresponding to those set up right here. So first thing we got to do is there's no wind change on the first turn according to the SSR. So we're going to go right to the movement phase. As a matter of fact, all these guys should be setting up concealed. They're all in concealment terrain pretty well. And most of them are and or in a trench system. So we'll conceal them all. So this is, as I said, Ham and Bloody Jam. This is the first one in the Pegasus Bridge game. Dave and I played this a long time ago when it first came out. So it's good to get back into this kind of thing. So this is the forces you can see right now. This is what the Germans have on board, including the 50 long, which is unmanned. And then they have a half squad and a leader coming on turn 2. British, for their part, have a total of 6 full squads and then 3 half squads, as well as 3 leaders in 3 gliders. So we're going to have a squad, a 648, a 458, and a sapper 248 in each glider, and we'll just distribute the weapons that way. Now, all initial landing hexes must be east of the canal, so that's the 2 or 3 that I picked, and they're all within 2 hexes from each other. And again, night rules are in effect with the base NVR as 2 hexes. The British are going to be considered elite and stealthy, and because for the Germans it's mostly, well, it is all conscript squads, they're going to be lax when it comes to any kind of close combat. I do have to get into this bunker. They do have a medium parked there with the German 8-0, but again, my hope is that I can land in my target hexes and jump right on them quickly. In the first British turn, they can only do triple point blank fire, which means I have to land on top of them in order for them to do so. So first things first, again, we're in the movement phase, so let's do our move. We'll bring our gliders in. I will keep those there for now. Bravo is back here. And then we have Charlie back here, which is basically the mortar, as well as the 8-0. 9-2 and 8-1 will be kind of leading the charge on the trench system and on the pillbox itself. All right, so that's our 3 gliders. Now we have to do initial landing hex. Again, per the SSRs for Pegasus Bridge, it will be a +1 to this color die, and if it is a 1 or less, then they have landed in their target hex. The good thing is with the modifiers for landing, we're going to get a -5 because of the 5 hexes are all clear. All right, so all that to say is we're going to have a net -4 to the die, so anything but a 6 on this colored die means that they land safe. So A landed safe, B landed on target, and C landed on target. So they've all landed on target. Now we flip them over to their landed side. And now we got to do a crash die roll. Because we landed in our hex, we're fine, but we do have a +1 for a nighttime landing. So again, anything that is 6 or more is going to be a crash. So let's hope we don't get any 6s. So A, B, oh shit, and C. So B crashed. So that was Bravo. So first thing is our 2 support weapons are both malfunctioned. And the casualty reduction to 1 or more of its passengers. Ugh. All right, so this is the 8-1, the 248, the 458, and the 648. So it looks like the 8-1 is going to be casualty reduced. He needs a wound die roll, of which he rolled a 1, so he's going to be wounded right off the bat. Not the greatest. Now these guys all have to take morale checks, as we're going to need 8s all around the board. So the 248 is fine, the 458 is fine, and the 648 is fine as well. All right, so not too bad. We only lost we only have a wounded leader. All right, so we have our snipers in place. We have our gliders that landed. Only Bravo suffered any kinds of casualties. We've got 2 broken weapons, and we have a wounded 8-1, which again is not the greatest. So now we can put those guys in their respective spots. So again, we're now in the advancing fire phase when this occurs, because the rules say they can only fire triple point blank, which means you have to be inside the hex. So right now we've landed pretty well on target. Everything is where it's supposed to be. And now we can go to a road phase, which is not required for anything, and then an advance phase. Right, so in this case, we can advance. Let's go 648. Not the wounded guy. Let's put you into this trench. These guys are sappers. Now I need these sappers to do a clearance die roll on the bridge to make sure that I control it. That's the victory condition. I'm just wondering whether I throw in another squad or not. I should probably throw in the 2 squads just to make sure that they survive okay. All right, I think that's going to be it for the advance phase. Let's put on our close combat where it counts. Now, of course, they're not going to be able to shoot or close combat the pillbox. They're going to have to kill what's in it first. And hopefully that works okay. I probably could have landed right on the trench and then landed this guy here. But as it is, looks like they're going to be fine. So let's bring this over here. Now we can go to the close combat phase, and we will do this here. Now, there's not going to be any ambush. Because it's not ambush terrain, and we do have a concealed crew. So this guy's attacking. You're going to keep your concealment. You're not going to attack back. So this is going to be 10, half to be 5-to-1 odds. I think the only chance that guy has of living is if he doesn't engage. All right, so we're at 5-to-1 is a 4-to-1 result with a 9. So I need a 9 or less to kill him. Now it is, again, lax and stealthy, but that only really applies for ambush. I could attempt, no, British have declared no quarter. I just realized that, so I was thinking about taking prisoners, but it's not going to happen. So I need a 9 or less. All right, so I managed to kill this guy here. All right, so then we have this one here. This is a house. Oh, we're getting rid of that no move. We're going to have stealthy. And then we're going to have a -2 with a +1 for being lax on their side. So it's going to be a net -1 for the attacker. And a net -1 for the defender. So the attacker is a 4. The defender is a 2. Now at nighttime, you only need to be 2 apart, so it looks like the 436 will get the advantage of fighting first. Now, unfortunately, you don't have a lot of space, so what could happen here is I could stay concealed. I could withdraw into this location here. It is a trench system. I would retain concealment, and then on my turn I could fire. Alternatively, I could drop my concealment and take the 458 at 1-to-1. I would get a -1 in the effort. That would give me a total of 8 firepower, doubled to 16, with a +3 for night if I move into this trench system, which I think I'm going to do. Since I have ambush, I'm going to withdraw. We'll move into there. So that's kind of inconclusive close combat phase. Let's go to the German rally phase. We'll do a wind change. Now, interrogation is in effect. Germans are obviously in a hostile country, while the British are in a friendly country, so they would need a 4 on their wind change, and the Germans would need a 3 on their wind change, so none of that applied. So we can get into the rally phase. Nothing is rally yet. Let's roll repair on that and on the Piat. All right, the Piat's back and the LMG is not. Let's go into the German prep fire. Now, again, the first turn is passed, so these guys could fire with an NVR of 2. But first of all, we need to gain freedom of movement. So this will be gone. This no move is gone because we can see the British in that trench. And this one is gone as well. Everything else will have to remain for now. And so we will do this prep fire here. So you're going to drop that. This is going to be a total of 9. Tripled is 27. So it's going to be on the 24 table flat. +1 for night. So 24 up 1. See how this goes. 5 on the 24 cannot be a good result. 24, 5. We have a K for results. K4. So who gets it? Leader, 458, 648. So the 648 is a half squad. Now a 4 check for the 9-2. So he fails. 4 check for the 458. He fails. And our 2338, he's gone. Wow. No rate on the medium. Not that he has any targets anyways. And so he's marked with the prep. These guys here will fire as well onto here. We're going to have, again, 9 doubled is 18. So on the 16, up 3. Another little roll. We have an 8 on the 16 is a 1 morale check. So the 458 and the 648. So those guys are all fine. Another prep fire goes there. They're going to keep your concealment for now. There's no point firing a 4 up 3 shot. That's ridiculous. So you are going to move those. Let's go to move. Here we have freedom of movement for this guy. So he's going to assault move into this house. And that'll get rid of this on his on their next turn. All right, you guys are going to have to keep your... actually, no, you would lose it as well because this fire would illuminate... No, it wouldn't. This would be a blind location for you with an NVR of 2. Okay, so defensive fire phase. I could fire on the 4 up 3, but again, that's just not worthwhile. This was not supposed to happen. Let's fire you guys onto here. So this is going to be a total of 10. Doubled is 20. Uh, 20 up 3 into that location. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not as lucky as the Germans. So you guys will be firing on the 6 up 2. And again, unlucky. I guess I may as well fire these guys in. This would be a 4 up 3 because of knight. Cowards. No, wait, the British, they don't cower. So it's going to be a 9 on the 4, which is going to be a miss. All right, so this is not going at all according to plan. Advanced fire phase, none. Route phase. You guys are going to have to move. Where am I going to move you to? I could move into Y21, and then I can make it all the way into the trench. The trench is rally terrain, and I would not be overstacked. So I think that's what we'll do. All right, German advance phase. Now, conscripts are not going to advance against stealthy units in a building, so you guys are just going to hang out, as are you guys. Here, you're just going to hang out. Yeah, so not going to be any advanced phase close combat, and we're going to be into the British turn 2. Wind change for the British. We have a 9, no change with the NVR, no wind, and no interrogation. So let's go right into repairs. British only. So this guy needs a 5, which he doesn't get. We need a 1 to fix this. And I need to do a self-rally. This guy will need a 4. All right, no self-rally, and no leader rally, and no repaired weapon. Now, in order for this bridge to be considered cleared, I have to own these 3 hexes as well as these 3 hexes, and I have to do a clearance check on both bridge segments, rolling a clearance as if it's a set DC to do that, which makes it very difficult to get to that. Let's start with our prep fire. And we will fire the 10, so it will be on the 20 table. So, why did I say 16 last? This will be on the 20 with a +3. All right, 11 on the 20 is an NMC. So we have the 436. Oof, that's disrupted. And we have the 236. NMC, so he is pinned. All right, prep on you. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this thing here. On the plus side, I don't really have to because it's facing the wrong way. This is its covered arc. So, and I don't need that hex. I just need these 3 here. So actually, I don't need to control that. I am going to fire across the bridge, however, at this unit here. So it's going to be 10 firepower half. It'll be a 4, and it's a wooden stone building. Plus, plus knight. That would be a +4 on the 4. I would need a 3 to get a pinning task check. No, you're going to have to move. And you guys are going to have to move as well. Yeah, let's place him on op fire. I should have done that in the prep. Now we'll do our move. 1, 2. You're going to fire. That's going to be on the 4 up 1. 6 on the 4 is an NMC, which pins him. Shit. All right, that's pinned, and we have a 2 resid in that location. This is obviously death. I should not have done that in the first place, realizing there's 27 firepower coming out. That was really stupid. That's going to be it for movement phase. Defensive fire phase. This is only a 2 firepower, so it's going to be a 2 plus 3, which is sniper check. So you're not going to shoot. You could 1, 2, 3 fire. That would be on the 6. 6 up 3. Yes, we'll do that. So you're going to fire 6 firepower plus 3. All right, so no joy. And we have you guys here in the pit. So you're going to be firing at a 2 up 3. Seriously? 6 on the 2 is a pinning task check. Oh my god. All right, you. And the 6 for 8. All right, everybody's fine. And we can now do advancing fire phase. So you guys were on op fire. This is going to be a 6 6 up 3. That's a fail. Should I fire the P out at it? Based a hit of 7. Plus 3 for the stone would be a 4 or less I need to get a result. Four or less to get a result. Huh. Holy shit. All right, so I just rolled a critical and activated the German sniper. So this is 8 firepower. It'll be doubled to 16 with a -3. So that is a 1 on the 16. Is a 3 KA. That is a demolish, so you're done. And we have the German snipers, a 3, so no sniper. Wow. Okay. You guys could fire, this would be pin fire 4, have will be 2, have will be 1. So there's no point you firing. You could fire on the 1 as well. That would be 2 firepower total. No, there's no point firing. Route phase. All right, do we have any brokes? Yes, we do have you. So you are, or wait, you're disrupted. You're a disrupted unit, however, no quarters in effect, which means you're always going to route away. So you guys will come to A22. You have the wires, so you can't do that. Let's get rid of the markers for now. That's it for route. All right, so let's go to the advanced phase, and we're going to send the 458 into this location. You're going to advance to there. You guys will advance to here. And you guys are fine. All right, so we have the 1 close combat here. All right, again, no ambush. We're going to be going 4 to 2, so that's 2 to 1 odds, which I get. And then he'll be at 1 to 2. or I should say 1 to 4. 1 to 4 odds. We'll put it at, he needs a 3. 3 or less. All right, so I kill him. He does not kill me. Alrighty, into the German turn 2. So let's do a wind change. No NVR, no anything. We do have reinforcements coming on. Those are now set up. And I will have used up 18 of my 30 move in the process. So in the rally phase, we have no self-rally for you because you're disrupted. Nothing else matters. We do have you here. You need a 9. Or you could just be wounded. Alright, so this guy using this leader's rally needs a 9. Alright. My leaders suck. Two wounded leaders. Man, oh man. Alright, so prep fire phase, we only have you. You cannot see. You cannot see. You can. So you're going to fire on the sapper here. This will be 6 firepower with +1 for night. 6 of 1. We have a 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. I just rolled the German sniper again and heat of battle. He's elite, -1. And I believe something for British. And he is -1 for being British. So that's a -2. On that 7 brings it down to a 5. So I get a hero and battle hardened. So he's a fanatic. 2 for 8. And we have a hero. That worked out pretty good. All right, now we got to do sniper. German sniper is not in play. Let's go to move phase. You guys are going to come into this stone. So this only cost a half. So this would be 1, 2, 3. I should say 8, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7 for going uphill, 28, 29, and we will stop for 30. All right, so that's that. All right, let's start with you. We have 4, 6, 12. 12 firepower. Have to be on the 6 +4. It's going to give us a 9 on the 6, which is not good enough. So we're marked with a final. You guys are going to fire group onto this location here. So you're going to have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 with the hero. Half would be 6. 6 up 3. All right, that's going to be no effect. And then advancing fire. Oh wait, I got this guy here. So let's fire 8 up 1 for night into this location. 8 on the 8's an NMC. You pass. Okay. You guys may as well fire. That's going to be on 4. 4 up 1 because of the bridge. 4 up 1. Yeah, 8 on the 4 will be a miss. I probably should have stayed concealed. Probably should have stayed concealed. All right, road phase. You guys will continue running, so let's go to AA23. Do you have a target? Not really. There's no place you can run to. So you're just going to have to move away. That's it for route. And now we do the German advance. Should I leave the pillbox? Should I leave the pillbox? Probably not. I think it's too soon for that. I don't think I could advance out of the pillbox into an adjacent hex anyways, even though this is a trench system, so they should be connected. But 1-to-1 odds, I am lax. I don't want that. No, I'll stay in the bunker. All right, close combat, none. And we're into the British turn 3. All right. Now I have to do some clearances, but I cannot risk shooting. So first things first, wind change. No interrogation wind or NVR change. I do have a wounded leader here. He is yet to make a rally. You guys will keep your DM for now. And let's repair this guy. Or we could not. All right, so we'll start with you first. So this is going to be 10, 12, 12 firepower with a +3. It's going to be a 10 on the 12, which is a pinning task check. So the 7-0 and the 2-3-6. All right, so he's pinned. Now, I'm going to clear this, or attempt to clear this area. So I get marked with the TI. Yeah, so it's got to be as per set DC, which is at the end of the close combat phase. Now, you, however, I'm going to use to fire. We're going to fire 3, doubled as 6, with a +3. 6 up 3. 9 on the 6 is going to be a miss. For movement purposes, you're going to come over here. Route phase, you guys don't have to move anymore, so you can hang out. You guys will have to move. So you guys are going to come to this location here. All right, so I'm just going to come back to this location here in the advance phase. All right, so no close combats. All right, so to do this clearance, we're going to get -1 for the squad. We're going to get a -2 for each of these squads for being an extra half squad and a sapper. So -1, 3, -5. We have a -5. All right, so I need a 7 or less. All right, so I've cleared off this one area, so I should probably not use this for now. I control it, but it's not been cleared, so I'm not going to use it until I actually clear it. All right, so that is 1. So that comes off. Prep fire comes off. And we are into the German turn 3. Wind change. No wind change, NVR, or interrogation. So rally phase. That'll come off. You guys are disrupted, not going anywhere. That comes off. So we have routes and rallies. Sure, we have rallies on the British side. So let's do this guy here first. All right, finally he gets it. And now this guy here. So that's a base 8. -1 for the leader is a 9. 1 for the trench is a 10. Down 4 is a 6. So that's enough to come back. Let me get rid of that. All right, so German prep fire. This would be a 2 plus 2, so I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll go to move. You guys are going to advance back to W18. You guys here are going to dismount. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This becomes abandoned. Right? And you guys will just come forward to hopefully save the day. Now we'll do defensive fire phase. Nothing can see, so I can't fire anything. I could fire AR, or IR, excuse me. I could fire it in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes away. Let's do that. I'll fire IR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes away. And now I have to do a random direction die roll. No halving. It's going to go 6 for 2. 1, 2. Which is pretty good. I am not illuminated. And all the German units are. Alright, so that was a final fire from you. F6 table plus 4. Alternatively, I could use you guys to fire as well into this hex. Except you would have the bridge in the way, so you're not going to do that. Alright, so you can see this. That's where you guys are going to fire. You're going to fire a 6-up-4 shot. Sniper check. Alright, so you're done. You guys here are going to fire 1, 2, 3. So you'll be firing 6, 8, 9 with a plus 3. So 8 up 3. That's a miss. And now you guys. So that's a -1. We have 6, 8, 12. The half squad's not going to bother firing, so it's going to be on the 12 up 3. 8 on the 12 should be a 1 check. Is a 1N, 1MC. So the 7-0 is broken, and the 236 is fine. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Advancing fire phase. Now that you guys can see, I could fire on the 2 table plus 3, or yeah, you guys can't see, so that's fine. You'll just stay where you are. Route phase. Everything's fine. And then advance phase. British turn 4. Wind change. We have no wind, interrogation, or NVR change. All right, let's go to... we have to do this guy, I guess. Rally for him. He does not make it, so that comes off. Now we have to start moving. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I still have IR. Let's fire usage die roll. All right, I do have it. We're going to fire it 6 hexes away. All right, so we just have to make sure we didn't break it, which we did not. So therefore, we can place our IR shell again, 6 X's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a random location, it's going to go 4 for 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not good. So that was the mortar. Now if I fire the squad, 4 and 10 will be 8 up 4. 8 up 4. 8 on the 8 is an NMC, so you are fine. God damn it. I cannot break those guys. I have to move. I can't stay. If I assault move. So let's go to move. Let's advance you. No, I need this. I need the sappers to make it. Where are my sappers? Right there. Problem is I only have 2 more movement phases after this one, and I still got to secure this half of the bridge. Do I just send him in? He's fanatic, which means his morale is 9. He has a good chance of living. Let's do that. So this is going to be 1. Or I guess you'd have to pay 1 to get out of the trench. 2. So you're going to have to CX. 2. At this point, you're going to fire. It's going to be a 2 up 1. Right? No effect. With a 1 residual in that location. You'll come to here for 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can't fire. You could fire long range, which would be a 1 non-assault -1, open ground -2, -1 leaders a -3, +1 for night. So okay, no effect. No residual. You guys would be on the 6 up 1 to that location. All right, so you cower, and you're a conscript, so you actually cower 2 columns. So you're on the 2 column. 5 on the 2 is an NMC. So you final fired, and you guys broke. Now that would be a 1 residual in that location. All right, now you guys are going to assault move into that location. Which means you cannot fire, nor can you, nor can you. As a matter of fact, no, if I move into that hex, you can then fire. So that's good. Oh wait, 1 check. 1 moving and open, I guess. 1 down 1. 4 on the 1 is an NMC. So the hero, the 80, 248 broken, 248 broken, 458. All right, well, that was a freaking 1 firepower residual. Cleaned the clock. One, two, three. Six on the 1 will not be anything. You'll join him. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nothing. All right, so that's fine. I think that's going to be it for the move. Defensive fire. Everything's fired. Nothing can final fire. Too far away. So advancing fire phase. Here we have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 5 on the 4 table, no modifier. 8 on the 4 will be a miss. You guys will be firing onto here. You have assault fire. 1, 2, 3. So you'll be good. So you're going to be on a 4. You'll be on a 6. 7. So not firing the LMG is going to be a 6. Up 3. 8 on the 6 is a pinning task check. All right, you're fine, and your 7-0 is DM'd. Residual is now gone. Route phase. You guys don't have to route. You're not adjacent and you're not in open ground because this guy's too far away. So I could stay in location and attempt my rally here. One, 2, 3, 4 into the trench. You guys will stay. Let's get rid of the preps and the resid and the defensive fires. Advance phase. You guys are going to have to take this one for the team. So you're going to come here. That will give me that location. So now we just need to secure X18 and Z18, as well as clear this bridge. You guys will advance as well. All right, no concealment placement possible, so we just delete that. No close combat, and we go to the German turn 4. All right, wind change. No NVR, no wind, and or interrogation. You do have a rally here, which you don't make. And the Allies have a base 8. This would be a 9, down 4 would be a 5 and a 4. So we need a 4, and a 5. All right, so you two guys are unbroken. You got heat of battle, which is going to be an elite and British cancel. So it's going to be a 3, which means we get another hero. All right, and we have a broken Piat. We finally fix it. And we'll go into the German prep fire. So let's start with you. You'll fire on the 12, up 1. 9 on the 12 should be an NMC. So our hero and the squad are fine. Everything's fine. You could fire as well. Do I want to move? This would be a 2 flat. Yes, you'll fire. So 2 flat. It's going to be an 8 on the 2 is a miss. You cannot shoot. I want to move these guys out, but I can't yet. I cannot yet. If I move them out, these guys are just going to blast them with 20 firepower. But I have to move so I can take back terrain. Maybe I can wait. You're going to stay there, so let's not do any movement, and we'll go to defensive fire. Start with you. So this is going to be 8 with a +3. Nothing. I guess I could have fired straight ahead. You guys are going to be firing 6, 12, up 3. 10 on the 12 is a pinning task check. And he is fine. You guys here are going to fire on the 8 table up 4. I'm not going to fire IR or do that. That's fine. All right. Advancing fire phase, none to be had. Route phase, none to be had. And now we're into the advance phase. So the prep and defensive fire comes off. We're into the advance phase. You'll come into there. We go to close combat. This will allow me to gain concealment. You can gain concealment as well. And then we'd be into the turn 5. Wind change. No interrogation, NVR, or wind. All right. We have any rallies? Yes, you need an 8. Welcome back. And that is it. So prep fire. You guys are going to fire on the 8 up. Maybe I fire IR. If I fire IR, I illuminate everything and I become seen. Which means you'll be able to fire at me. Actually, you can't gain concealment because you can see that guy. If I fire IR, you guys could fire, but I need to move you guys, so I can't do that. Let's put you guys on op fire. You guys are going to fire into that adjacent location. Again, it'll be 8 up 3. 10 on the 8 is going to be a miss. You guys are going to go TI and attempt to clear the bridge. And you guys are going to do what? What am I going to do with you? You and the hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. So you're going to CX. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. Again, you could open up right now with the 2 +1 for the TM, +1 for night, -1 for non-assault would be a +1 on the 2. Right, so you first fired. That was 3. 4. Now you're going to first fire. So you're going to be on the 6 +1 +2 -1, 6 up 1. 8 on the 6 is a pinning task check, so the hero's immune. And the fanatic unit is immune too. Well, either way, he passed, so that's fine. All right, so you guys will continue 1, 2, 3, 4. And we had resid in this location for 2. You guys are going to come here. That'll be 5. This would be a 1 +1 -1 -2 would be a net -1 on the 1 table. 5 on the 1 is a pinning task check, so the fanatic unit is fine. You could final fire. That's going to be on the 6, down 1. 7 on the 6 is an NMC, so the hero. And the squad. Heat of battle. 10. He's elite and he's British is a -2, so that would bring it up to fanaticism. So again, he's fine. So that's 5, and then we'll come here for 6, and there will be 2 residual in this location. All right, and that will get me this location. So I just need to collect X18 and clear this bridge. So what are you guys going to do? 2 resid, eh? So you're going to come here. You'll wait. You'll advance into there once that residual goes away. All right, that was the move. We go to the advance phase. You're going to advance. You're going to advance this way. And then we will get this hex. So we have our 8 hexes. I just need to clear this. -1 for the first squad, and then a -2 for the second squad, with a -1 for the leadership. All right, so I need a -3. And that is not it, so I can give myself a labor counter. Oh, wait, I forgot to advance you guys. You guys are going to advance onto that location as well. I cannot use them for the roll because they didn't start the turn TI. So this will come off. Everybody is there, and then now have a labor counter. So I should be able to get it next turn. Close combat, I forgot to do that. Let's do this. Ambush, we have a +1 for being lax. You guys are a -1 for being stealthy. So -1 for the attacker is a 2. A +1 for the defender is a 6. So the 248 does have ambush. Now that's going to be 3 to 4, so 1 to 2 odds. 1 to 2 odds will get us a base 4. -1 for being heroic, -1 for ambush. So I need a 6 or less to kill that conscript squad. And then 2 to 1 with a +1 coming back. All right, so we're engaged in melee. No results. And we're into the German turn 5. Their last turn. And it will be 1 more for the British. All right, so wind change. We have a 6, which indicates we have NVR change. Less than or equal to 3 lowers the base NVR. Wow. So right now our NVR is 2. It's going to be actually reduced to 1 NVR, which is really good for the British. Maybe not so great. All right, so we have a melee going on. We have a leader to rally. So the 7-0 comes back. And I believe that is it. Yes. All right, so prep fire phase. You guys up 4. That's a miss. You guys are going to move. You guys are going to have to leave your pillbox. You have to leave it. You have no choice. So that'll be 1. Actually, this would be accessible to here, I believe. So you could go from the pillbox to the adjacent trench system. And that means you guys can now fire. That will be on the 20. 20 up 3. 8, 11 on the 20 is an NMC. So NMC for the 8-0. And the conscript. Conscript is going to be disrupted because he rolled over his ELR, which is 1 for him. What are you going to do? I feel you don't have a choice. You have to take back round, which means you have to take X, Y 18. The only way to do that isn't to move into all this firepower here. But you don't have a choice. If I assault there, that would not be anything. I'm going to have to move. 1, bypass 2. 3 would put me in Y17. Yeah, 1, bypass 2, 3. You guys will defensive fire. You cannot because his NVR is only 1 hex, so you can actually stop there. Yes, because I cannot see because NVR is a 1. So that really worked out for the Germans, actually. All right, let's go to defending fire. And what do we have here? This is going to be on the 8 up 3. No effect. You cannot fire. And the melee. So advancing fire. So you'd actually stay concealed because I never even saw you. You're going to keep your concealment for now. Route phase. You guys will route back into the pillbox. I guess that's it. Advance phase. I have to advance. You're going to come into there. You're going to lose this because of that. If you come on to here, that would be 1 to 4 odds. Nope, 3 to 5 would be 1 to 2 odds. You would be at a -1 for ambush, or a +1 actually because you're a conscript. You guys would be at a -1. And you'd be attacking back at 1 to 1. I got no choice. I got to go in. All right, so let's start by changing this. To that. And we will do close combat. Let's start with the one that's already in effect. So here we have 4 to 3 is going to be 1 to 1 for the German. Not enough. And we're going to have 3 to 4 will be 1 to 2 for the British, and they'll have a -1 because of the hero. All right, no effect. We're in melee again. That continues here. We have a +1 for the attacker, so they're at a 2. We had a -1 for the defender, so they are at a 3. No ambush. 1 to 2 for the attacker would be a 4. I could withdraw, but I'm not going to. I'm going to attack instead. I'm going to be at 5 to 3. It will be 1 to 1. I need a 5. All right, so we're locked in melee. All right, last turn. It is for the British. Turn 6. All right, wind change. We have interrogation. Now, because we rolled a 4, that's civilian interrogation. And that means that defense is compromised. What is that? All right, so in this case, it's not going to matter what interrogation gives because everything is seen, and this is what's left of the German forces, plus these guys here. So there's not going to be any consequence for rolling interrogation. Now, what do we have that's broken? We have you. All right, so you're disrupted, which means you're going to need a 6 minus 4. You're going to need Snake Eyes to rally. All right, that's gone. Prep fire phase. I have to kill that. All right, so the 2 sappers. I have to clear this bridge and I have to kill this unit. This will be -1, -3, -5. Labor's a -6, and if I use this leader, it will be a -7. So let's make you guys TI with a -7. That will leave me 6, doubled is 12, plus 1 for nighttime. 12 up 1. 7 on the 12 is a 1 check. All right, 8-1 breaks, and the 238 ELRs and breaks. Alrighty, so that makes me feel a little bit better. Let's go to move. You guys will jump on top of the pillbox now that they're broken. You guys are fine. Everything else will be engaged. No defensive fire. And we go to the route phase. You have to route. Advance phase. We'll take that back when you guys move in. Next is close combat, or no, advancing fire phase. I forgot to do these guys. So this would be a 7. This would be a 4 is 11. So it's going to be on the 8 table with a +3. 4 for night. 8 on the 8 is an NMC, so the 8-0 is fine, and the squad is fine as well. All right, now we'll get rid of prep, residual, defensive, and we'll go into close combat. I do own these. I just have to kill this unit, so let's do close combat, and then I'll do the possession of the bridge. So again, we have 5 to 3, it will be 1 to 1. I do get a -1 for my hero, which means I need a 6 or less. All right, so I kill you. You're at 3 to 5, which is 2 to 1, which means you need a 4 or less. All right, so we got a casualty reduction. Hero, squad. So the squad is casualty reduced. And I do retain control of this location. And this one here, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to be attacking at 3 to 4 is 2 to 1. I do get a -1, so I need a 5 or less. And I killed him. All right, he is coming back a 1 to 1, and he needs a 5 or less. He does not. All right. And now I need a clearance die roll. So again, -1 for the squad. Each half squad will be -1 plus their sapper, which is a further -1. So this is 1, 3, 5. This leadership will be 6. And it'll be 7 with the labor counter. So I need a 9 or less. All right, I control that. That was a very close game. Wow. I think it was a good idea to land where I did. It let me jump right in. They were hampered by the fact the Germans could only triple point blank in the first British turn, which means, again, if I don't land on top of you, you can't even shoot. The stupidest thing I did was probably jump onto this pillbox. I should have stayed in front and tried to wither it away, having this firepower come back tripled. Not the smartest decision, but aside from that, I think everything else went swimmingly. Yeah, so Pegasus Bridge first scenario, ham and bloody jam. Victory for the British. They secured the bridge, ready for the shenanigans and to stop any Germans that are going to try and reinforce Sword Beach, which is off to the right side, in the process. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.